Welcome back, guys. So, I see one person that's in. Welcome. Um, I hope this week's been kind to most of you. I thought I heard a bit of thunder then, but must be something else. Must be a car going past or something. I don't know. Anyway, this weekend is going to be basically our farewell one for a little while we take a break. We're out tomorrow night filming, as some of you may know. It is going to be pre-recorded for you guys, and I'm trying something new that we are going to actually set it as a premiere, so it won't be uploaded properly until whatever time I choose to have it premiered. And Sunday night is going to be a farewell hangout for a week or so whilst we take a break. So let's have a look. We're Wild Bill. Let's bring Wild Bill to the stage.
Oh, let's see. Hello. Evening.
Good evening.
Let's see. I'm trying to do. Boom. There we go.
Good evening, Wild Bill. How you doing?
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
And nice to meet you.
And how y'all doing over on that big island over there?
Cold and wet.
Cold and wet. Well, don't feel bad. We're hot and soggy over here.
Oh, bless you. Do you know what? It's strange, right? Because we can never get used to the cold or hot weather here. So we're always moaning when it's too hot or moaning when it's too cold. We can never win.
Well, the area that I live in, I didn't know my picture was so foggy. Can y'all see it fairly well?
Yeah, we can see you.
I remember I had changed the definition on it, and I haven't changed it back. So, oh well. Next time, if we do something next time, it'll be a lot clearer. I promise you that.
That's okay. That's no problem.
Because you can't see all the stuff in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
we can. I can see bits of stuff in the background. Are there masks behind you to your left?
Well, I have got everything in this room from custom masks that is sent to me from all over the world.
Wow.
Original artwork sent to me from all over. I've got a real shrunken head. I've got 3 of Aleister Crowley's grimoires.
Wow. I'm just going to bring you to solo for a second. So we can have a look properly. Wow, that's amazing.
Well, if you notice over there where the sign is, you'll see a gremlin sitting in a chair. That is a prop. That is a
prop. Sanders like gremlins.
I like gremlins.
That is a prop that was sent to me from one of the Gremlin movies.
Wow.
All these.
Is that Michael Myers mask you've got as well?
There's the one over my shoulder. It's my left shoulder. Be over here. Yeah, that's Michael Myers. That's from Halloween 2. Blood Tears.
Wow.
It's a blood mask. And then I've just got all sorts of stuff in here. Back over there where you see the gremlin. If you look above it with a baseball cap on it, that's a bust of Chucky.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and then over there, you see, next time I'll have it clear so you can see it better. But over here, I'm backwards. Hold on. Over right there. There's a specimen bottle up there with a reproduction of a human fetus in it.
Wow.
Sent to me by an effects shop out in California. At the time, it was called Morbitz Effects. Now it's called Fox Labs. The guy who did it, he was on season 3 of Face Off. He does a lot of stuff for. I don't know if you know who the Toxic Avenger is and what Tromaville is, but he does a lot of work.
I've heard of it, but I won't watch it.
Oh, you won't watch horror?
Oh, I love my horror films. It's just I've not watched it, so
Oh, you should watch it. It's funny. It's a funny horror type stuff.
okay.
We love our horror films, especially me.
Yeah.
I do like the wrong turn films. I do.
Well, I probably got over 2,000 horror movies in my
Wow.
library, and that's not on the computer. I'm talking about hard copies.
Yeah.
And on the computer, I probably got about 1,200 on my computer that I've got,
Wow.
that I could burn if I wanted to. But I get in. I like horror.
That must be 1 mega hard drive.
Wow.
Actually, believe it or not, it's about 4 of them.
Wow.
About 4
Oh,
hard
okay.
drives. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Instead of having I've got like 2 terabytes and 2 500s.
Yeah.
So actually 3 terabytes.
Sounds about.
I got
Yeah,
about 3
sounds about.
terabytes. Mhm. But
Yeah.
yeah, you
All
know,
right.
it's a well, that's what I'm on right now is a desktop. It's one that my son made for me. It's a since I do videos and do live streams and stuff, he set me up one with like a gaming computer, but you know, one that's fast and
Yeah.
stuff, so it can take care of the problem. But
Yeah, that's what you need then, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
but otherwise, I get it. I mean, I get into horror. I mean, just this and what you are seeing now, what you're looking at is only about a quarter of this room. You're
Oh, wow.
you're only looking at one corner. And all the other area is as cluttered as this area is. So I've got 4 times that right there. And I've still got some that's in boxes that I have not unpacked, that's been sent to me that I don't have places for. I've got another room, which is my bedroom, which has got stuff in it that like a possessed doll and some stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's over in that room. And if you notice, you see one cross for sure, but like every room of this house has got at least one cross in it.
Yeah.
I was in my bedroom the other day, just counting in there. I've got 8 crosses just in that one bedroom. In here, I probably got about 10 crosses all over the place. But you know, hey, it's just stuff. It's just my weird little hobby I have. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Everyone has a hobby, and you know, fair play to you for doing that. So how long have you been collecting these items for then?
Some pieces my whole life. This stuff right here, the main majority in here, probably 10 years.
Yeah.
wow.
Because
Wow.
I mean, the reason why it don't you know, it's not that I'm rich. What it is me and my wife, we worked for a company that was like one of the largest craft suppliers in the world.
Yeah.
And I send out what is called care packages. And what that is to up and coming artists and stuff. I send them brushes and this and that and different stuff. So this collection right here is from 2 main people. One, like I said, is Eric Fox from Fox Labs. The other one is from Chris Sidabaka, who is with Murder Scene Mask. Like up here on that shelf up above, all that up there is from Chris, like the goat head back there with the pentagram branded in its forehead. A possessed nun is up there. And then this first clown you see up here at the front, that is a creation that me and him got together on. And that's the original one, the first one. And his name is Herpes. And if you could see him real well, he's got Herpes. But that's the clown's name, Herpes. And then over here, you got a lot of people think that's Satan or a Krampus. But what that is, that's an evil Santa. And then you got the baby eater. It's hard. I hate going backwards. You got the baby eater right there. Over here, who is that? Oh, that's a Cyclops. You got, because see, I've also got more back there too. Because I've got what you see in that aquarium, that is a bearded dragon.
I
love that.
I love bearded dragons.
And then that clown mask right there beside my head, the right there, the green one.
Yeah.
That is one that's custom made for me where I used to do live feeds and stuff for evil clowns and stuff. I like clowns, you know. So that was one that was custom made for me that fits skin tight. And then I've just got just all sorts of stuff in here. Just all sorts of stuff. I got a GIMP mask. Over here's a GIMP mask. I got a beggar's mask right there. Like I said, right there, that's Chucky. I hate Chucky. Can't stand Chucky.
Oh, I love Chucky.
Oh, we don't mind Chucky.
I was called Chucky as a child.
Well, there's two horror franchises I cannot stand.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some of their stuff only because they're horror and they were sent to me, so I put them in the collection. One was Chucky. That was sent. Actually, I won that. I won that in a raffle, so I kept it. And then the other one I can't stand, Freddy Krueger.
Oh, I love Freddy.
I hate
Love
Freddy. Cannot
Nightmare
stand
on
Freddy.
Love Nightmare on Elm Street. Love it.
I'd love to go to Camp Crystal Lake where it was filmed.
Oh no, that's Jason. That's Jason Voorhees.
Oh yeah, that's Jason, isn't it? Yeah,
that's Friday 13th.
Yeah. I'm saying something totally different here. But now, Jason, I'd love to go to Camp Crystal Lake.
Well, which one? Which one? It was done. There's three. There's 3 lakes for Friday 13th. One was done at Burt Adams here, close to me, within 15 minutes from where I live. It was done. The first one was done at Burt Adams because it was done at the it was a Boy Scout, Girl Scout camp. The Girl Scout camp had been closed down, so they filmed it from the Girl Scout camp because there was the old barracks and stuff, or houses and stuff were over there where the girls slept in. That you saw the lodges, the cabins. That's what I was trying to say. Cabins. The cabins are over there. Yeah. Then the next one was done at, I believe it's High Falls, which is about 30 minutes from me. And then the majority of the rest of them was done up around, I think, New Jersey, somewhere like that. They were done. All the rest of them were done up north. But I was going to say, though, as far as Jason is concerned, I have all of his masks over here.
Oh, my goodness.
That are custom made, including the, well, I'll ask you, first off, here's a little trivia. Here's what you are like horror. Who was the killer in Friday 13th?
It was the first one.
Was that the first one?
I said Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Mrs. Voorhees.
There you go, Pamela Voorhees.
Pamela Voorhees.
But when did Jason make his appearance in Friday the 13th franchise?
Was that the second one?
Wrong.
Oh. Okay.
You gonna take a guess?
No,
you took a guess. I was asking your worst half over there. He's looking at you. I'm asking him.
I'd say the fourth one.
Oh wow. No. Hold on. Think about this. Now think about it. I didn't give her a chance. I'm gonna give you a chance. If it wasn't the second one, which he was, if it was the second one, if it wasn't the second one, which one would it be?
The third one.
No, think of the end of the first one.
The first.
The first, yeah, because
when
Mrs. Voorhees was the original killer.
Yeah.
Okay, she was the killer, right?
Jason did make an appearance in the first one.
When he came up out of the water to turn the canoe over.
He did, yeah.
That was when he first appeared. That was when he was a young boy.
Yeah.
Now, the next appearance, of course, was the second one because you had to have a killer. Pamela Voorhees was dead, so it has to be Jason coming back. Now, question.
Good question for you, Stu. How did Pamela Voorhees die?
Well, I don't know.
She was beheaded.
Yeah.
And he actually came back and he witnessed his mum being beheaded
That was in
Oh,
the
by the
second one.
last
That was in,
remaining survivor
Oh my
of Camp
gosh.
Crystal Lake.
in the second one. They had they faded back and it showed her killing it because she actually made like a little altar with her head on it and candles.
He did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Now, here's a
And he,
question. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on any toes. Go ahead.
it's okay. He was actually, he had his mum's head decaying on that altar for years.
Oh, I remember watching that bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was his mum's head. He
Yeah,
actually
that,
kept
that,
the
that,
head.
was Pamela, that was Pamela Voorhees' head. Right, right.
Yeah.
Now, what?
Oh.
How many types of masks did Jason wear? And I'm going to count all the hockey masks, different variants, as one.
Well, he had the bag.
There you go. Okay, that's two. Right. And when did he wear the sackcloth? When was that?
That was in the second one.
When did he go to the hockey mask?
He went to the hockey mask later in that film because he found it in
At
a
the very
cabin.
end. At the very end, which carried
Yeah,
over
he found it in
into
the cabin, didn't he?
which carried over to Friday the 13th, part 3.
Yes.
So basically, part 3, if you was to say part 3 was when he really first started wearing it, that would be it, would be 3. But he found it hidden on the floor when he was in that.
Was it a bar?
I'm just going to say utility room, storage room. He found it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
because
that
He
was at,
killed that lad. Was that lad that there was a chap in there and he was talking to a mannequin?
right, and that was at the end of number 2. Right now,
Yes.
what did Jason use as a killing weapon in number 2?
It was a machete, wasn't it?
Nope, pitchfork.
Oh, okay.
He used a pitchfork at the beginning. He didn't get the machete until later on. I should have
Oh,
said
okay.
what was his first killing implement. It was a pitchfork.
Ah,
But
right.
yeah, but Jason,
That was a trick question. That was a trick question.
Right. It's supposed to be. I'm just going to see how good of a horror person you were. But I
Okay.
love Friday 13th. But my second, I guess you would say, God, if you was to ask me what is my favorite horror movie, it would have to be a tie between 4 franchises.
Okay, what are they?
One would be Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
The second one would be Halloween, Michael Myers. The third one would have to be Evil Dead franchise
Okay.
with Slashy
Yeah.
Ashy. Actually, I'm gonna have to make it 5 because there's also the TCM, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
And then one I like is the Rob Zombie trilogy of House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah. Oh man, I hate it when
Rob
that
Zombie did
My brain goes
one for Halloween, didn't he?
Yeah, now he did do a version of it. Matter of fact, he did 2 versions of Halloween. And
He did, yeah.
on those, I will say, if you do not compare them to the original Halloween, they were excellent movies because the reason being was he got into more of who Michael Myers was than what
Yeah,
John Carpenter did. But let's
he
see.
did. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and 3 from Hell. That was the Rob Zombie 3. That was the trilogy I was talking about. Plus, Rob Zombie also did a pretty, I guess it's in the horror genre because it's a hack and slash, and that is 31, the movie 31.
Yeah.
That is a hack and slash movie with Doomhead and stuff in it. But I
What
love
do you-
horror.
What do you think of the Conjuring films?
For Hollywood, they're good. It's just like, what do I think about Insidious? I think about Insidious just as much, if not better, than The Conjuring. They're both about the same.
Yeah,
to be
it
honest.
was. Yeah,
I like the Amityville horror. I did.
But you like the remake, don't you? Not?
I don't care for Amityville. I don't care for it.
No, you weren't keen on the original. You like the remake, don't you?
I like the remake a bit more.
Well, see, if I was going to pick one, I would have picked the original one as being the best one to me. But see, that's just me. But I don't care that much for it. Amityville just was not scary enough for me.
No.
And as far as paranormal
it was
stuff,
more of a comedy, wasn't it?
and it's no, it wasn't no. That was Evil Dead was the comedy.
Fair enough.
Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. That was your comedy horror. That was one with Ash in it, who was going against the Deadites. He's the one that chopped his hand off and put a chainsaw on it and all that, and carried a shotgun, and he called it his boomstick. And on Evil Dead, well, Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 basically is the same movie, but the reason why Evil Dead 2 is basically a remake of Evil Dead, because originally Evil Dead, when it ended. All right, now they come up with a sequel, Army of Darkness, where Ash goes back to the medieval ages and fights the blah, blah, blah. So they could not have a sequel with number one. So they created Evil Dead 2, which was basically Evil Dead 1, but had an ending added to it to where he went into the vortex, was sucked into the medieval age.
I remember watching the first Evil Dead as a child, because it was my dad that used to love watching them sort of films, and it was my dad, God rest his soul.
Well, my dad brought me up in horror too, so
yeah.
I mean,
he's the one that got me into horror films, like the Evil Dead. You had the Return of the Living Dead part 2.
Night of the Living Dead.
Then
you can't leave out Night of the Living Dead, the black and white, the original version.
Yes, the Night of the Living Dead, the original, the black and white film. Yeah, that's a good one. The beginning of that film, they're going to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, they're going to get you, Barbara. And the thing is, he doesn't say Barbara. He says Barbara. It has
Barbara.
They're coming, or they're going to get you.
Barbara. What was his name? What was that guy's name?
Oh, I can't remember. That's just
to be
honest. You probably know more about that movie than I do, because I've watched it, because of course it's one of the originals. I've got a copy of it because it's one of the originals.
I've got it here somewhere.
I've only watched it maybe 3 times. That's it.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, what is your favorite horror movie? Just curious.
Ooh.
You can even pick a franchise if you want to.
Well, my favorite horror movie.
I've got a few franchises I like, to be fair.
I've got a few actually.
Okay, sort of like me, right? It's hard to pick one. It's hard to pick. Well, this is my favorite. No.
If I did have to pick one of my favorite, it would have to be.
I'll let you pick top 5 like I did. I don't mind.
Okay, well, Evil Dead.
Okay.
That's number 1. Evil Dead 1.
Well, we ain't gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just gonna put all 5 as one. So
yeah,
what are your 5 top ones? Because like the 5 that I named, I couldn't put them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like because they each have their own different
they do
to make them number 1. So I can't do that. It's like they're each number 1 in their own respect. So anyway, go ahead. What was the other one you said? Evil Dead.
So Evil Dead. So you got Halloween.
Okay.
Wrong Turn.
Good series. Good series. Wrong Turn.
I love them series. I love the Wrong Turn series. The only trouble is they brought out a Wrong Turn 6, but it weren't released in the UK.
Oh, I was gonna say we got it. I've seen it.
I'd love that film.
See, y'all are behind us on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are behind us.
I
On,
was-
you've always been
I
behind
was,
us. with stuff.
I was disappointed about that one.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, on those wrong turns, they were all pretty good, but each as they went along, each one got a little worse and worse and worse because you're starting to run out. You're starting to run out of your story. It's just like the franchise.
Yeah.
I spit on your grave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the Halloween films.
You can only just go so far on a revenge hack and slash, like I spit on your grave. But anyway, okay. So anyway, we're back to Evil Dead, Halloween, Wrong Turn.
Wrong Turn. But with the Halloween films, I didn't like their last one.
I don't get that though, Stu. Sorry to interrupt.
Now you
They're
talk.
making another film. They chopped him up into little tiny pieces. What they're doing?
Oh no, Halloween. The end. It's over. There's no more Halloweens.
They're doing another. They're bringing out another one. It's called Halloween Reborn.
That has to be that can't be Carpenter doing it.
Because no, it's not. It's David Gordon Green or something.
See,
I think
that's not part. No, as far as the true franchise is concerned, Halloween is over.
Yeah,
yeah. So
that Carpenter. That was the end right there. That was the end when she chopped him up. When Jamie Lee Curtis chopped him to pieces, he's over. He's done. He's gone.
Exactly. Now, so how the hell have they decided to do another one that comes out next year?
Exactly.
Well, and they call it Halloween Reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically they call that a remake. What they're doing, that's a remake. And I mean, like I said, I was disappointed in Rob Zombies, but I wasn't disappointed because Rob Zombie did bring some stuff out that Carpenter did not bring out. And he, you know what I'm saying? He did anyways.
Yes.
Blah, 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 but
yeah. So my last two I'd have to agree with Sharon on this one. Nightmare on Elm Street.
You don't like that, so you're not.
No, do each your own. I mean, that's what makes this world so great. Everybody is different. Everybody's different. They have their own thing. And like I tell people, sometimes we have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, that's. I mean, you know, whatever.
Everyone has their own opinion on different topics.
Yes.
I personally, don't get me wrong, I love England, but I just don't like, because I like England in like like Field of 1,000 Screams and things like that. But as far as Freddy Krueger, I just don't care for Freddy Krueger. Matter of fact, I have a glove that was sent to me from Hollywood, a Freddy Krueger glove, but it's sitting over here on my shelf. It represents Freddy Krueger, so there it is. You know, but anyway, now you're up to 4. So you got Nightmare on Elm Street. You got one more.
My last one. Oh God, what was it?
I don't know.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I can't believe you put TCM over Friday the 13th, to be honest. But okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's good. I guess I'm more leaning toward Friday the 13th too, because I know Kane Hodder.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan really for Friday the 13th. It's not my favorite.
I love it.
And you know what's so funny about it? Friday the 13th has nothing to do with the movie.
But it's weird, you know, because we moved into our house on Friday the 13th, didn't we?
Well,
yeah.
You know me tell you the only relevance that Friday the 13th has to the Friday the 13th movies? It came out over here at the very beginning. It was released over here first in the United States. It was released on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it was.
It was released on that day. And the other deal was that it has the tie to it is that when the counselors were there, they got there and arrived getting things set up for the opening of the camp on that next Monday. They came up, start working on the stuff on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
At the camp. After that, after the first movie, Friday 13th had nothing having to date had nothing to do with the movie. After that. Nothing.
I think they ran out of ideas, didn't they?
But I would love to come over to the States.
See, with Jason, Jason does Manhattan. I mean, you can always go. I mean, Jason X, he goes to space.
Yeah, that's another one.
With the right mind, they can always come up with another one if they wanted to. But
Yeah.
why mess with a good thing? Now, the last two Friday the 13th remakes, Jason Voorhees remakes, the last two, they weren't bad. They weren't bad. But
Jason Takes Manhattan, I do like that one.
Really? Okay.
I do like that one.
You're moving further and further
away. I'm moving further and further away here, aren't I?
See, I like all of them. I mean, I'll be honest, I like all of them, but it was just funny that you picked that one over any of the other ones, because if you talk to any aficionado of Friday the 13th, they'll pretty much tell you the one that they hate the worst is Jason Takes Manhattan, number 8.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Okay. All right. So
let's hear the missus over there. What's her 5? What's her 5?
I'd go so far as to say the number 1 has got to be Halloween.
Gotcha. Okay. Michael Myers.
The second one, Friday the 13th.
Okay, got it. Go. Jason Voorhees. Okay.
The third, I'd say The Conjuring.
Okay, Conjuring. Right. That has a few characters in it.
Fourth, I'd say, oh, God.
If you like Conjuring.
Wrong Turn.
What now? Wrong Turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
and the fifth, I'd say, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. That's pretty good. How do y'all like the movie Strangers?
I've not seen it.
Well, there's a few couple. Check it out. It's about home invasion. It's about home invasion, but basically it's a horror. But yeah, well, y'all got some interesting movies. Y'all got a fairly good taste. Now, I've got a question. If you was to say, what is the pretty much one greatest horror movie that you can think of? That would be like, if you were going to take somebody to immerse them into horror, what movie would you show them?
Halloween.
Really? Okay.
The first one.
Okay.
What about you?
So that's the same question.
Hang on.
Same question to you now.
Same question to you. You're taking someone to see a horror movie. What would it be?
It has to be Saw.
Saw? Excellent. See, now I forgot all about that. Okay, I've got 6 number 1s because I love Saw series.
Yeah.
I love Tobin Bell.
If I took someone to see a horror film, it has to be Saw.
You know what my number 1 is? The one that I sat in the night it came out on a Friday night. Me and my buddy, we sat in that theater until Monday morning, and we watched every showing of it.
Yeah.
And we watched it on the night. We watched it. We were there the night it came out, and we were in the very first showing of it, the premiere of it in downtown Atlanta. And what did she say? Huh? I thought, did she say a movie name earlier when I was talking? Oh, okay. I thought you did. I thought maybe you guessed it. The movie is The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah. Emily Rose.
Yeah.
You want to scare somebody to death that's not immersed into horror? Show them The Exorcist.
I'll take my sister to see it. She's scared of E.T.
Oh, they'll have to have therapy for years.
Yeah. I'll take her to see it. Well, we've asked her to come out on an investigation with us. She just basically told us to F off.
Yeah, we are literally back out again tomorrow. Wild Bill, we're filming at a location. We're doing a part 2 video for it because
we don't give out the location till the end of the night.
We did find the location about a fortnight ago on our way back home from doing an investigation at an old RAF base.
Yes, we did.
That was all right, to be fair. So we're going back tomorrow to do a part 2 video for it to put on our channel.
Tonight.
And we're live again.
Y'all going back tonight or another night?
No, tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night. Okay, I'll make sure I have to change. Yeah. About what time is it going to be? Roughly.
You're pre-recording, aren't you?
I'm pre-recording for YouTube, but if you've got Facebook, Wild Bill,
I do.
Put into Facebook Telford Paranormal and Urbex Investigations.
Well, I sent you an email.
Okay.
I sent you a personal email which has my Facebook link on it.
Okay. Well, I'll have a look after.
Just go on it, hit add, and just tell me, say, "Wow, Bill, this is your name," or tell
Yeah.
Full Paranormal.
That'd be me.
Yeah. All right. Well,
to be honest, unless if you have a lot of friends showing that I don't, I mean, I have a lot of friends showing that I also have. If you don't have me, like you only got, I put it like this: if you got less than 100 people that we both know, I delete.
Okay.
I get so many. What it is, I get so many requests that I had to start going. Like, look, I start looking, and if you have less than 100 people, then the people I know, I disregard it. Unless if you tell me, like there are some people, like I tell you, just let me know who you are. Or a little message there saying, "Hey, this is so and so." Okay, fine, and I'll add you in. But then at that point, that would be easier for us to wouldn't have to, like if we just wanted to chat.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have to go live with StreamYard. We just do it on Messenger. Right. We just do Messenger then.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I'll add you on Facebook after this live.
Okay.
So,
you going live?
That won't be a problem, but it won't be me that'll be going live because I'll be doing all the recording and whatnot.
Pre-recording.
So it'll be Sam that does the live stream.
Okay. But let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, go ahead. I'm listening.
That will be on our Facebook page.
Okay.
And I'll be pre-recording what won't be seen on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're doing like, two different.
You'll be doing like a little live stream from Facebook, but you'll have another camera doing it to record to be able to go back, edit, and put onto YouTube. Right.
YouTube. Yeah.
Depending on signal, because the signal wasn't very good last time, was it?
No. So we'll try and get what we can.
That's good. And you did ask me a question though earlier about what would I recommend for a team starting out, type or whatever, equipment, whatever. The main things I use, I've got all sorts of gimmicks, but the stuff that I use is I always make sure I have a recorder around for EVPs.
Yeah.
I have a digital recorder. I also have an analog recorder with tape. They can pick up two different things. I also like to have a form of video. Again, I've got both forms of video. I've got a digital video. I've got a digital video HD camera that's got the filters removed on it, so that way I also pick up UV and all that. Then I've also got a Super 8mm video camera that I can use. Now what I highly recommend for people to do is make sure that you've got something for doing EVPs.
Yeah.
A phone can do the video if you wanted it to. Now I do not trust the phone. I do not trust the phone for EVPs though.
No. Yeah. See, that's one thing that I try and stay away from is a phone for videoing. So what I've got is I've got one 4K camera and I've got a vlogging camera.
Mm-hmm. And see, I've got not the 4K UHD, my little mini camera that's
a 4K HD camera and a
no UHD.
No
4K UHD.
No, it's HD.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
They're not far apart. They're not. To be honest, I have not been able to see the difference between a UHD and an HD. I'll be honest, I haven't. In the 4K, I mean, once you can see a person's pores in their face, I mean, who cares if it's HD or UHD? I don't want to see it anyways. But anyways, I mean, I'll be honest, 4K is ridiculous. I'll be honest, that's the reason why I kind of like my Super 8mm. It's simple. It's not as great. I mean, be honest, sometimes digital cameras can ruin things. Digital can ruin things. That's where analog comes in so much better. And let's see. I don't know how you feel about K2 meters, but Only thing I use a K2 meter for is to do a pre-walk through a building to check to see if there is any kind of electrical interference or anything like that. Now, the thing is, though, I don't have a K2. I've got a K3 meter, which basically is a K2 meter, but it also has ambient temperatures on it. So a lot of people, they'll carry those little laser temperature things, and people, I'm experiencing a cold spot or a cool here. And they'll shoot the little laser thing. They'll shoot like the little laser gun. What they don't realize, that temperature that laser gun is picking up is the item that it is hitting. It is not picking up the air temperature. So that's the reason why the K3 meter comes in handy, because I can be standing there with the K3 meter and I can visually see the temperature. And then somebody says the temperature just dropped. I can walk over there, put it in there, and I can actually see it, the temperature dropping. And at that point, that is proof. So that's another thing I use. The other thing I like to use, if it's not a windy day, is I love my dowsing rods. I love my dowsing rods.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's got to be a good night, though, for dowsing rods to be used.
Yeah.
Of course, and the thing is, too, I also have a thing, too, that for people say, oh, you're moving it. I have a system set up because dowsing rods are personal. They are for person to person. You do not use somebody. It's just like tarot cards. You don't use somebody else's dowsing rods. Only they use them. But I've got this system, though. I've got this setup, though, that I can put my dowsing rods in it.
Yeah.
And I can
see this is our K2 what we use. So because it's close to the phone and there's electricity, it's just going to go off anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And see a K3 meter, mine is digital. Mine's digital all that because it actually shows the spike going
now
up.
With the dowsing rods, have you got these? They look like pennies.
Sir, I've got the old-fashioned copper dowsing rods.
Yes, we've got them as well somewhere. Yeah, they're here.
Mm-hmm. Now, does yours have the sleeve on the handle, or are they just a rod?
They're just a rod.
See mine right there where the handle is, where you're looking at, it's got a sleeve around it. That way they move freely.
So we've got this EMF.
Yeah, okay. Does that now does that have temperature on it too?
Yeah.
It does have temperature?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's more like a K3 meter then. That's sort of like what I've got. Right. Mine's not an EMF meter. Well, actually, let's say a K3 meter is really an EMF meter, to be honest. With temperature.
And this is our vlogging camera, which we use often as well.
I've got a Fuji. I've got a Fuji camera I use as one of my videos also for still. And actually, then I've got 3 video cameras, to be honest, because usually I just use the Fuji for still shots. Because what it is, I set my camera up, which you should, since yours is digital, you should be able to do it also. Always take pictures in tri-burst. You know what that is, right? That's where it takes 3 pictures in succession. Like you mash the button once. If you mash the button once, it'll go off 3 times. You want that because you sometimes one picture you won't see nothing. Next picture you won't see nothing. Third picture you see something. Or
that is exactly what I do, Wild Bill. I won't just take one picture and
straight one after the other.
I do one after the other.
Well, see, my camera, I can set it up on the memory. I can set it up on the program that if I just mash the button one time, boom, 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 it takes 3 automatically in succession. And then I can go, and then I can also set it up. If I set it up for panoramic view, it'll take 6 in succession as I turn the camera. It'll take 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then piece them all together for panoramic. But but that's digital, And then I'll be honest, I've also got a Canon 35 millimeter that I can use.
See, this is the best camera that I've owned, actually. The Canon 4K camera.
Oh, okay. Does that interchangeable lenses, or does that lens stay on it?
The lens stays on.
The lens stays on it.
Okay, yours is like my Fuji. Then it's more of a point and shoot camera.
Yeah.
It's not one. It's not like the Canon digital where you can take the lens off, put a telephoto lens on it, or take it off, put a panoramic lens on it. Yeah, you can't exchange lenses. It's a fixed lens. That's like my Fuji. Same way. That's all you need. You don't need that other big.
No.
You don't need that $1,500 camera. No, I mean, shoot.
No, of course you don't need to spend thousands of
was like
pounds.
like $600. I thought that was expensive. You know,
no.
for just a basic.
That one.
For that Canon camera that we've got there, we paid about £140 for that one.
That's no. That's I was going to say that's not the Pro, is it? But no, that's Kodak has the Pro. That's Kodak Pro. That's probably like the Kodak Pro, and probably like my Fuji one too. Yeah. But yeah, that's all you need. That's all you really need. And the other thing, like I tell people, the only thing is like when you go into a place, show respect.
Yeah.
Honor the energies, because you got to remember, it's not a circus. They're not out there to do things at our beck and call, you know. And I hate people who go in there and like try to pick a fight with them in order to try to get them to appear.
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
If I go
No,
see, I used to have a team, and I was with some teams, but I'll be honest, I don't do drama, and I don't do ego trips. And most of your teams are ego trip drama queens. So what I do now is I have teams who invite me to go with them places.
Yeah.
And especially like if they got a place that they're having a problem with, they'll call me in there, because I have chased off some little nasties. I'm not going to say they're demons, because I hate that word. Hence I hate Zach Baggins, because everywhere he goes, there's a demon. Throughout my whole life, I've probably only ran into maybe a couple, and maybe, and that could be iffy even. But most people consider, because it's mean and evil, it's a demon. They don't realize. See, I went through theology and all that other kind of stuff and read into demonology. I'm not going to say I'm a demonologist. No. I study more about it. I will say that. But people don't realize most demons are not evil. They're not mean. They will actually help you. They will help you gain whatever you want. But the thing is, though, it comes at a price. And when they want their reward, they want their reward then and there. Then they can get nasty if you don't give it to them. But most things that are evil and mean are usually just energies from past people. Because I use instead of saying ghost, I usually use the term energies, because that's what it is. It's an energy. But I tell people, I say, look, when the person was alive, they were mean. They were evil. They were just the scum of the earth. So when they die, their energy is going to still be the same, because that, if you want to call it their soul, that was their soul. It is going to remain the same. So at that point, you are now going to come across a nasty little entity that you want to call a spirit or ghost. And that's what it is. It's not a demon. And then they will sit there and say, well, I smell sulfur.
Yeah.
Also,
we call it spirit.
Well, see, the thing is, too, the plasma, when energy gets high in plasma, okay, it will have a smell of toast.
Yeah.
Or sulfur toast. You know, it'll smell that way. So, you know, that's, I mean, these people who jump, I mean, I was on a feed the other day, just to give you for instance, and a friend of mine, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the group, but it's The Other Dimension.
Yeah.
Son has, but I haven't.
With Ben, well, they're on YouTube and Facebook with Ben and Louise.
Yeah,
they are very good. They're very good. He is sort of like me. He's a historian in demonology. and
Mhm.
we conversed back and forth. But he was on a feed visiting on somebody else's paranormal feed, and that question
Hmm.
came up, and she said what she did. It was a female, and I know who the person is. Said the female, and I stated what I felt, and she told me I was wrong. She flat came up and said, "You're wrong." Okay, no problem. And then about that time, Ben came on and explained what he did. He says, first off, he says, on my channel, you'll think I'm a demonologist and all that. He says, but I'll tell you right now, I do not believe in demons. And then he went in backing up everything I said because he agreed with me. And he said, because he couldn't remember who the lady was. He said, I hate that you feel that way, but to each your own. And that's when, before it got any deeper, that's when I jumped in and I said, well, you know what, guys, this comes to the point, like I always say, we have to come to the conclusion that we must agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And we did that. To each their own thing.
Hmm.
It's just like, I'll tell you now, I said I'm an ordained priest. Before you think I'm highly religious and all that, I'll tell you right now, I was excommunicated by the Catholic Church. They do not like me at all. They kind of got upset when I told them that the Pope was the Antichrist. So I was excommunicated from the Catholic Church, but I'm still a ordained priest. And I guess if the closest thing, I would have to say I was pagan. Because, see, I'm also Native American. I'm Cherokee.
Yeah.
And I fall back onto Mother Earth, Father, Son, all the realms between it, the energies. And we believe in energies and beings and entities, even animals. And we also have that real nasty one that we will not mention its name, because when you do, you're inviting it in.
Yeah.
In the little circle that I fit in, we call it a Winnebago.
Yeah.
You know what a Winnebago is? Over here in the United States, Winnebago is like an RV, a camper, but with a motor in it. And that's what we call it, a Winnebago. Because so at that point, you should know what I'm talking about. When I say Winnebago, it starts with a W, and yeah. And but anyway, it's not a very nice entity. And what it is actually is a shaman gone bad, gone to the dark side, basically is what it is. And it is not what some people call a skinwalker. Skinwalker is a different entity. Well, it could be about the same. I mean, it maybe could be the same, but different cultures call things different things. But now those things you don't want to mess with. They don't want to mess with them. But yeah, I mean, I get into all that stuff. I get into all that, study it. I love it. I would love to be able to get into Skinwalker Ranch, but it's impossible. Can't do it. So what I've got to do.
I'll tell you what, Wild Bill. We're live again Sunday night. If you'd care to join us.
Just a hangout.
You talking about just a little chit chat thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All you got to do is just get a hold of me.
I'd be more than happy to have you back on.
That's the way to get a hold of me, is through Messenger.
Okie dokie. Well, I'll send what I'll do, because I'm going to have to end the live stream shortly. I'm going to send you the StreamYard link for you to join, and then I'll message you as soon as we're going live, and then you can jump on.
Now, what you do now, when we end this one right here, and you clear, I want you to go to my Facebook and add me, both of you. If you if you both have a page, or if it's just one page just for Telford Paranormal, that's fine, whatever. But go ahead and add me, and that way we'll hook up. I'll bring you in. I'll go to chat. I might actually even go ahead and just click on a video conference just to make sure that everything's going through good. And then if it hooks up and we hook up, I'll go, great, we're good. talk to you later. Bye. You know.
Yeah.
And we'll do that.
No,
And
that's fine.
that way you can get back to your evening and you can enjoy the rest of your evening and you can finish eating because that's where I'm about to go to also. I was headed to go fix my supper when you said, would you join us on a quick chat? And it's like, okay, I'll join you.
Okay, yeah.
That's where I was.
That's no problem, Wild Bill.
Because right now my stomach's trying to eat a hole through my backbone right now. So, yeah.
Oh mate, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you this evening. Thank you so much for your time.
I tell you one place to check out. Do y'all have by chance y'all wouldn't have a Roku TV, would you?
Have a what, sorry?
You wouldn't by chance have a Roku TV, would you?
No.
A smart TV? Ah, dadgummit.
Oh, smart TV, yes.
But is it Roku though?
No.
No.
Okay. Anyways, you can probably still get to it off of the internet anyways, but it's called Ghost Planet Network. And it's done by a group from the paranormal, let's see, HAPRC, Haunted Antique Paranormal Research Center out of Hinckley. Ran by a good friend of mine and everything. And Jane, if you know who they are, I highly recommend on watching them, and you can learn a lot of stuff from them. And them you can trust. You can trust those two. They are good people. They're honest. They don't fake stuff. I can promise you that. And if you, I don't know how far you are from Hinckley, but if you ever get a chance to go to Hinckley, go to their museum there.
We're not too far from Hinckley, actually, but yeah, I'll definitely check them out, Wild Bill. So,
yeah. But anyway,
thank you.
I'll let you go.
Lovely. Cheers, mate.
I appreciate
it.
And
I'll look through the emails shortly, and I'll add you. No problem about that.
Well, all you got to do is also just when you go to Facebook, just look up Wild Bill Parris, Parris. It's like Paris, France, but with 2 R's. And but I did put the link in your email, so that's probably easy.
That's fine.
All right.
All right.
It was nice meeting y'all.
Nice meeting you too, Wild Bill. So thank you so much for your time.
And
I'd like to thank everyone in chat as well for coming along and meeting Wild Bill and chatting with us. So we'll see you again Sunday night, guys. And we'll chat to you again Sunday, Wild Bill.
No problem. I wished I'd oh man, we did have a bunch of chats and I didn't even see them. I had it on a big screen, so I didn't. Oh, hi, everybody. I see people saying hi to me. I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry.
There you go, guys.
On big screen, y'all were all blocked out. Anyways, okay. Well.
All right, my man.
Sunday,
all right. Well, you take it easy. Go and get yourself something to eat, okay?
Yeah. On Sunday, we'll get together and I have the chats open in case if anybody wants to say anything, then I'll see it. So, on that note, you have a nice day.
You too, my man. All right. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Lee, come on.
Thank you everyone for joining in tonight's live. We'll see you Sunday. Take care, guys. Bye bye.